המשפחה שלי.
נחמד. האמת שאני גם לא עשיתי כי אני בבולגריה והמשפחה שלי בישראל, אז רק התקשרנו להגיד חג שמח, אבל לא עשיתי משהו ממש. Okay, I see Jess was joining and Julian. Jess and Julian, your camera and microphone doesn't work. I don't see or hear you. אתם רואות אותם או שזה הבעיה אצלי?
כן, ג'וליאן עכשיו שם.
ג'וליאן עכשיו אני גם רואה. וג'ס, אתה איתנו?
לבוא.
Okay, I hope it will connect. So for today, I made something about the Hebrew alphabet, about the letters. Do you see that?
Can.
Okay, great. So we will start with the joke that people used to write with a lot of signs and marks, and today it's actually stayed the same.
Right.
So, but here is the article which I wanted us to read today. אתם רואים את זה טוב או לעשות את זה יותר גדול?
זה גדול בבקשה, יותר גדול.
יותר גדול, תגידו לי מתי זה בסדר.
תודה.
יותר טוב או עוד קצת?
כן.
עוד טיפה?
זה בסדר.
אוקיי, מעולה. אז מי רוצה להתחיל?
אלנה.
ג'יי, עוד פעם. אוקיי, אני מסתכל.
Always first.
אתה יודע, אני לא יודעת מדוע. אוקיי. אבל אני עשיתי. בעבר הרחוק כתבו ציורים על אבנים, על קירות ועל פפירוסים. ולמשל, ציור רגל, יד, עין, אז או ראש, בני האדם ציור רק מה שהם ראו עצמים ותקנו אות. הם לא ידעו איך ליצור מחשבות, ראיונות ורגשות.
Right, it's a bit difficult because it's without nikud, but you did it quite well.
Thank you. Okay. So in the past, long ago, people used to write by drawing on stones, on walls,
right?
On what's paper?
Papyruses.
Papyrus.
Papyrus is a paper that the Egyptian has made, like an ancient paper.
Okay, so for example, they used to draw a leg, a hand, an eye,
right,
or a head. The people used to draw
right,
only what they wanted to see for themselves. But
no, it's not atzmim, it's atzamim. Do you know what does it mean, atzamim?
Truly?
It's mean objects. So they could draw only objects or movement or things that they could see.
Okay, they did not know how to draw machshavot on computers.
No, it's not machshavim, it's machshavot. It's very close. Thoughts, right. Did you know how to draw thoughts or?
Not
ideas.
Right, not his ideas, right? And?
The feelings.
The feelings, right. They could not draw ideas. They could not draw feelings. They could not draw thoughts. Only in objects and movements which they could see. Okay, who wants to continue?
אבל האותיות, א' ב', זה תמונות, pictures.
Right, we will go to it.
Okay, טוב.
But that's right. In the beginning, it was just like hands, leg, and after that, it's become like really symbols.
Okay.
Okay.
אפשר לשלוח את העיתון הזה?
You mean this article? Yeah, I will
Mm.
send it after. You want to have it now in the chat, or I will send it to the WhatsApp also.
Thank
טוב,
you.
But I will
תודה.
put it in the chat as well. I will try.
מעניין.
I don't know if it's possible to copy the image. Did you get it?
Yep, it looks like it.
Okay, great. I hope it took off. Yeah,
Thank you.
I think it's copied all. Right? Yeah, it did.
Mhm.
Okay, who wants to continue?
האלף בית לא נולד ביום אחד.
Right.
החוקרים לא יודעים בדיוק איפה ומתי התחילו להשתמש
Correct.
באלף בית. הארכיאולוגים
right?
שבדקו כתובות עתיקות חושבים שההיסטוריה של האלף בית מתחילה בכתב של הפניקים
it's a nation, it's an ancient nation that used to live.
Okay. עם שהי בצור ובצידון.
Right.
היום באזור דרום לבנון.
Lebanon, right?
שלושת 2000 שנה
3,000.
נושת 1,000 שנה ונעלם במשך השנים.
Right, you do it very good, and it's not an easy text.
Okay, so האלף בית נולד ביום אחד, so the Aleph Bet didn't become in one day.
Right, it did not born on one day.
It wasn't born in one day. החוקרים, those lawmakers or the laws.
חוקרים is researchers.
Oh, okay. Oh, but Hok is law, right? Okay, so the researchers don't know exactly.
You meant to ask about Chukim, laws.
Yeah, sorry. So yeah, got it. So the researchers don't know exactly when and where we began using the Aleph Bet.
Right.
The archaeologist בדקו, מה זה בדקו?
לבדוק is to check.
בדקו, כן?
Oh, the check.
Exactly. I will write it in the chat as well.
בודקת, כן, לבדוק.
Right.
So the archaeologists that checked the lettering, the writing, the ancient writings,
right?
Think that the history of the Aleph Bet history,
right,
began with the writings of the Pinukim.
The Phoenicians. Phoenicians are this
Phoenician. Okay, got it.
Phoenician is in English. I think the correct way to call the Phoenician is Phoenicians.
Yep. At Sudeket. So in Shehai.
It's not im, it's an am.
Shehai. So I need a bit of mazi. Shehai.
Am is a nation.
Nation.
Oh, nation of Hai. Is that like God?
That lived.
Shehai that lived.
Right.
That lived. She.
So Betzor Sidon. So the nation that lived in Sor and Sidon.
Correct. The Sor and Sidon are names of places.
And Hayom, the day they saw Drom Lebanon, the day something in the south of Lebanon.
Sor and Sidon are cities that today they are located in the area of South Lebanon.
Locate.
today, Hayom by Azar in the area of South.
Exactly. I will write it in the chat as well.
לפני שלושת,
Velocit. Alpine.
3,000.
Elefim.
שלושה, 3,000.
It's a סמיכות. שלושת something, it's mean a
Yeah.
סמיכות. So
Shloshat. Okay.
3,000
what does it
years.
mean, 3,000?
3,000 years.
3,000 years,
3,000
right?
years.
Yeah, ונעלם במשך השנים.
Right.
נעלם במשך...
What is נעלם?
Is that a default for related
to appear?
Right.
Disappeared.
Half or disappeared. So there used to be a nation that used to live in Tzor and Sidon, which today is south of Lebanon, before 3,000 years, and it's disappeared. And
במשך around during those
right
years.
during the years.
Yep.
Okay.
אני עייפה, אני סליחה.
You read a lot, but you did it quite good.
סליחה לשבת עכשיו.
But I think if you sit when you're on the stepper, you will go back.
אפשר לי לומר
Yeah,
משהו
sure.
על הפרגרף? I'm kind of a nerd with this kind of stuff. Studying the
But
biblical.
we're all nervous, don't worry. Join the club.
Yeah. So I would say I have found three historians. One of them is dated about 300. Two of them are dated around 200 to 100 BC. All three of them say Ivrit came first, Phoenicians came after that. It came from Moses. They said it was the first alphabet. That's what they say. And Phoenicians got it from them. The Greeks got it from them. And studying the alphabets of all those, I see the similarities in the alphabets, and that makes sense to me. I think the Phoenician conclusion is all based on some sort of archaeological forensics. They come to this conclusion, and it's an opinion, and they treat it as if it's fact. So I just want to say that.
So it actually might be mistake, the
It
definition.
might be a mistake, yes. I think Ivri came first. That's my opinion.
If you like it, I find also another thing that, wait, I went to this. This is some ancient letters. I will
Okay.
make it.
Paleo-Hebrew. Very Phoenician.
It's like ancient Hebrew, but you
Yeah.
can see it. You have it? You know this one?
Yeah. Can.
I can send it in the chat as well.
Yeah,
It actually shows, for example, in the article that we're going to read, they said that the letter Aleph is ox or bull, because it used to be the Phoenician word for that, and then you can actually see how it became the Aleph.
Yeah, so let me say this. So that the column that they call ancient, that's Paleo-Hebrew. So in the Dead Sea Scrolls, some manuscripts actually use that lettering for Hebrew. Some of them, yeah, that column right there, that's Hebrew, that's Ivrit. Right?
But that's kind of interesting because, for example, if you look at the ancient bet, it's look like pay. It's look like this one.
Shin.
Yeah. So before the Jews went into, to Babylon with Nebuchadnezzar, that's how Moses wrote. That's how David wrote.
Really? I didn't know that.
Ancient. Yes. Be'emet.
So actually we were the origin.
I believe so.
Okay. Nice. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And also, for example, the Vav is look like Y באנגלית.
Mm-hmm. I think the second column to the left, I think that's Phoenician. And the one that says
Paleo, you mean?
Yeah, that one right there, I think that's Phoenician, and if I remember right. And the one with that says ancient, that's Paleo-Hebrew.
And also it's interesting because the Paleo Aleph, it's look like more our Aleph in script. Not this is the Aleph, but we have also script letters.
Yeah, so the one that we use today is actually Aramaic alphabet. So when we went into Babylon, which is the language of Aramaic, they adopted that. And that's why we have Ima, Abba, and all these different words in Hebrew that are really Aramaic. So,
but we actually have in the Bible also, if you open Sefer Daniel, it's have these letters, but it's completely Aramaic. I can read it without understanding, not even a
okay. Yeah, tough.
Do you speak Aramaic?
No. I don't know. I have a friend that studied it, yeah. Because we were all in Israel together in Jerusalem in the same school. Some of them studied various languages, but yeah, one of them was Syriac, which is an ancient dialect of Aramaic. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's nice.
it's
Oh,
interesting.
man, yeah.
I wanted
Man,
to show you this.
Ah,
This artwork. Do you see that F looking thing?
Yeah.
ברוך
Oh,
אתה אדוני אלוהינו.
It's over the hay,
okay.
and on that letter thing, that F thing represents the hay.
Mm,
So I
okay.
thought that was interesting that that's there.
It's like
Yeah,
an
that's
ancient hay.
Yafé, Yafé,
Yeah,
man.
it's paleo.
Yeah,
But you
Nice.
know, maybe
yeah.
you're
The same
seeing it
like the one I
backwards.
sent. It's the same hay, the one I sent to you. If you look at the
Yeah.
picture I sent you on the chat, you can see the hay there. It's look exactly
Mhm,
like what you show us.
Yes.
mhm.
Wow, that's nice. I'm learning here as well.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
said
yeah.
Hezekiah's tunnel
What?
Oh,
has
man.
they
Ani
said
Holek.
Hezekiah's tunnel
Yeah.
has a plaque that's
Oh,
written in the middle script.
okay. Yeah, I walked through it, but I didn't see the plaque. I had water up to my
I got a
waist when we walked through there.
Wow, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants to continue?
Shelly רוצה?
picture.
I know Nicole wants to. I see she wants to.
לא. בסדר, איפה אנחנו?
We're here.
Bait.
באלף בית הפיניקי, כל אות הייתה.
א' בית הפיניקי, כל אות הייתה ציור של דבר שהתחיל באות הזאת. למשל, האות אלף הייתה ציור של שור. כי המילה שור בפיניקית מתחילה באות א'. האות ב' הייתה ציור של בית, כי המילה בית פיניקית מתחילה באות ב', כמה בעברית.
כמו בעברית.
כמו בעברית.
Right.
Mhm.
Brett, do you know how to say bull in Finikit or no?
לא יודע. You know, I hope you guys don't mind me saying this though, but you guys just remember bait is the smichut form, the construct. Bite is the regular form. Yeah.
Right, that's correct.
Mhm, mhm.
Nicole, do you want to translate what you've just read?
In the Phoenician alphabet, every letter was drawn shel davar, of a thing
Right, of a thing or of something.
that started by the one letter.
Right, that started in this letter.
Oh, in this letter. Example, the letter Aleph was drawn מה זה שור?
Shor is a
Ox.
bull.
Ox. Yeah, ox or bull.
Okay, that's what you said. The bull, because the word of bull in Phoenician starts with the letter Aleph.
Right,
The letter Bet was drawn with a house because Hamila Bet in Phoenician
not
started.
bait, המילה בית.
Oh,
Bite is a house.
the house started with the letter Bet, like in Hebrew.
Right, the letter is bet, the house is bait. If you say bet, it means מיחוד. For example, בית ספר, בית כלב, בית קברות, בית something.
Mhm. יש לי שאלה. יש לנו פה בית ואלף עם that little mark. Isn't that make it mispar? Did that make it a number? So Aleph with
You
the
mean
mark
like
is one.
with the apostrophe?
Yeah, bait with the
You can use
apostrophe
it
is
also
two.
as numbers.
Okay.
If you just want to say, for example, a specific letter, for example, the ot aleph, like here, so you don't put just aleph alone as if it's a one-letter
Oh,
word.
okay.
So you put apostrophe to describe
I
it
do
as
put
a
apostrophe.
letter.
Okay. Mhm.
But also, if you want to make it as a counting, like aleph, bet, gimel, and
Mhm.
etc.,
גם וגם apostrophe, huh?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who wants to continue?
אני רוצה להמשיך.
Okay.
העברים קיבלו את האלף-בית הפיניקי וכתבו עברית באותיות פיניקיות בלוח גזר מהעיר גזר משנת א', לפני הספרייה יש רשימה של
חודשי,
השנה,
סליחות,
חודשי השנה,
right?
וליד כל חודש מה עושים החקלאים
חקלאים.
בחודש הזה. בלוח הזה המילים הן עבריות והאותיות פיניקיות. So it says the Hebrews received the Phoenician alphabet, and they wrote Hebrew with Phoenician letters on the Gezer tablet, which is like a calendar.
It's not exactly calendar. It's here luach. It is not luach shana. It's a luach which mean a board, like a blackboard.
Okay.
Slicha, you're saying ha-aramim? Isn't that the Aramaics?
Word.
No, and the city of Gezer, that was
You mean here the Ivrim? Ivrim
Oh,
means
I'm in the wrong paragraph. Okay.
Mm.
Where are we?
yeah, that's the next paragraph. Yeah, there.
Okay.
you skipped to the next one
before.
with the Aramim. We are still
Would
here.
you say?
Yeah, the
Okay.
second line of that paragraph, yeah.
Would you say the luach is a almanac? Is that the same word as almanac?
I didn't wait. My vocabulary is not that good in English. What is almanac? It's like a board.
Like a farmer's calendar.
Like an encyclopedia?
No. If you want to say calendar, you say luach shana. But if you just
Okay.
want to say a board, you said luach.
Mhm.
I will
Okay.
write it in the
Okay.
chat. Luach shana. Luach shana is the calendar.
Okay.
אבל
Okay.
לוח גזר, מה זה?
The board
That's the
of
city.
Gezer. Gezer is
yeah.
actually in Hebrew a carrot, but here it's mean a name.
All right, Ken. Yeah, Ken.
It says a city from the year 1000 before counting.
Today it's a
There was
kibbutz. Kibbutz Gezer.
there was a list of
Right.
the months of the year, and beside every month what the farmers did on that month.
Mhm.
On this calendar, the words, they were Hebrew and the letters were Phoenician.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'll read the next one since I started it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Why not?
הארמים קיבלו את האלף-בית הפיניקי וכתבו ארמית באותיות פיניקיות. מהכתב הזה נולדו גם הכתב העברי
Not Ivri,
וגם,
try again.
סליחה?
ערבי.
ערבי.
Mm.
ערבי, okay. וגם הכתב is this one's עברי? Yes,
Ivri,
okay.
right.
של היום. האותיות של הכתב העברי של היום הן לא כמו הכתב העברי. What is that, Arabic?
No, this is Ivri. That's correct.
Ivri.
Oh,
Okay,
Ivri.
the other one's got a resh in it. Okay.
Both of them, but in
Atik.
Arabi, the Ain is before the Resh, and in Ivri, the Resh is after the Bet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like the resh and bet, they changing its places
Mm-hmm.
in Ivri and Arabic.
Okay, doke. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
The Aramaic received the alphabet, the Phoenician alphabet, and they wrote Aramaic
Right.
in letters of Phoenician.
Right, in Phoenician letters.
From this writing, they were born also the letter Arabi, the Arabic letter,
Right.
and also the letter, the Hebrew letters of today.
Correct.
The letters of the Hebrew writing of today, they are not like the Hebrew writings, the ancient Hebrew writing.
Exactly. That's right.
Okay.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
And the last paragraph, who wants?
Mm-hmm. אני יכול?
Mr.
Yeah.
Hancock,
Okay.
Mar Hancock.
מר הנקוק. אוקיי, גם היוונים משהו?
השתמשו.
או השתמשו, כן.
Yeah, I will write it in the chat.
באלף בית הפניקי, אחרי שנים למדו אותו הרומאים רומאים מהיוונים, וכל נולד,
Not
כך
בכל, וכך, right?
נולד, כן, הכתב הלטיני.
הלטיני.
הלטיני, okay.
Right, that's it.
So also the Greeks used the alphabet, the Phoenician alphabet. After some years, they learned or studied. They studied
Right,
it.
they studied it or they learned it.
Yeah,
Right?
and the Romans from the Greeks and the way we're using, this is not a Hakkak.
Was
So,
it the Romans studied it from the Greeks? Is that what
Exactly.
it's saying?
yeah,
Exactly. It said that
yeah.
the Greeks used the Phoenician alphabet, and years later, the Romans studied it from the Greek.
Mm-hmm.
And the last, what does it mean? The last part?
Yeah. Okay, so I know a harkak is like kodam kol ve'aharkak. I know that whole thing, but just kach by itself, nolad,
And mean and this how or that's
Like this is how.
like this. Oh, okay,
Or thus, you could say thus.
thus. Okay, okay. So in this way, or thus was born the writing of the Latini. Oh, the Latins. Okay,
the
the
Latin,
Romans.
right?
Yeah, the
Exactly.
Romans, yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So here,
מעניין מאוד.
yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And here is a little practice. I will make it a bit smaller so you will be able to see more parts of the article. But here you need to say correct or not correct on those sentences.
Mm-hmm.
So who want to try first?
לפי הפרגרף, כן?
Yes.
כן. Mm-hmm. According to the paragraph. Okay.
Okay. Who wants
Okay.
to start?
אני
זה נכון.
יש ליאל. ליאל לא אמר כלום.
Who
ליאל
didn't?
פה. ליאל?
I didn't saw him. Oh, sorry, because I saw on the trip and I didn't press the arrows.
Okay.
Yael, do you want to try?
אני משתתף.
Great, I did.
לא,
I saw the strip on the other part.
אני אנסה.
Okay, great. Go ahead.
כל האותיות של שפת שפות האירופיות
האירופיות.
של היום
I think they should be a aleph here. It's אירופאיות.
Oh, okay. I'll put it.
So it's the
של היום נולדו
נכתב,
מכתב
right?
הציורים ההפניקי.
You're right. What does that mean?
All of the letters of the languages.
Right?
I don't know what.
All the letters of the European. אירופאיות is European.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
all
Okay,
the
all of the
letters
letters
of European languages.
of today were born from the writing, the young writing of the Phoenicians.
Right.
Okay.
Is Hatziorim, isn't that the letter, the illustration letter?
Exactly.
Hafanishim?
ציור is drawing. So here you said כתב הציורים is mean the writing of the drawing. The
Yeah, they
Phoenician.
call them pictograms, is what they call them.
Yeah.
Picture and gram for comes
How do you call
from
it?
each
Pictogram?
letter. Pictogram, yeah. So grammata in Greek, ancient Greek, is letter. So yeah,
Oh,
like we
that's
get in English
interesting.
graphite in our pencils, like it all comes from writing. The word in Greek, yeah. But anyway, pictogram.
So what's the translation? What's the most accurate translation, Sarah? What were you saying?
I thought it was born the illustration the Phoenician illustration letter.
Yeah, and that's what he's. So that's a pictogram that.
Yeah, you said pictogram.
Pictogram like pictures and gram like writing, and that's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
So the drawing letters are pictograms, right? That's what Brett is saying, correct, Brett?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, right.
You also say hieroglyphs. Is it the same thing as the hieroglyph?
I learned
I
a
guess the
lot here too.
Hieroglyphs would be Egyptian, but it's the same equivalent sort of thing. Like today, the closest alphabet that we had, I wrote a paper on this when I was in Jerusalem regarding what they say is the earliest language, one of the earliest languages, like probably around the time of Abraham, maybe. Trying to remember what starts with, I should know, Akkadian. There we go. I wrote a paper on that. But anyway, so I kind of was seeing some of this or thinking some of this stuff when I was writing that paper. But yeah, or does Japanese call it kanji? The Japanese have borrowed the Chinese alphabet, which is like thousands of letters or something or whatever. And it's kind of pictograms is what it is. So it's kind of similar to how they wrote way back then.
One of the
Yeah.
teachers I have here in Bulgaria, he said that my handwriting is look like hieroglyphs for him. And, he said to me, "Are you writing in your left hand?" And I told him no. And he said, "But you're writing weird." I told him because I write from right to left, but I still use my right hand. And he said, "Okay, can you turn the page so I will see what you're writing?" So I turn it and he said, "What is this hieroglyphs?"
Funny.
Hello, Bikoret Bona. That's not useful feedback.
Yeah. Okay, so
So
is the first sentence is true or false? The first one.
I think it's true,
נכון.
no?
נכון, זה נכון.
Nahon.
I think it's
אולי,
almost true because
כן, אני חושב
because some of the European also write in Cyrillic letters and in other letters that are not Latin.
Oh, teacher's
I-
pet.
אני חושב שאנחנו מאמין שהשפות האירופיות
אירופאיות.
של הלטיני, כן? הלטיני רומן, כן?
אבל, אירוס אמרה שגם זה לא רק האותיות לטיני, זה גם האותיות סירילי, כן?
Yeah, but
סירילי?
some of the European, for example, the Slavian people, they wrote in Cyrillics.
Yeah.
Like the Bulgarian, the Yugoslavian, the Russians, they are writing in Cyrillics as well.
יש לנו הרבה מדי nerds היום, so many nerds in the room.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's Cyrillics again? What's Cyrillics again?
Cyrillics is like the Russian letters.
Yes, but what does that come from?
I think it's originally from the Balkans.
But not from the Hebrew letters?
No, the only letter they use is the letter Shin. I will show you how does it look. I will search, wait, Ktav.
I would tell you guys this. One of the things that I thought was interesting when I was in Israel and I was studying both ancient Greek, so a language that goes back 3,000-4,000 years minimum. Yeah, again, before the Greeks was was the Romans and stuff, but that you start out and you go alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Just the first four will give you the idea. And then you see in Hebrew, aleph, bet, gimel, dalet, and like, oh, those sound really similar. They may look different. Well, kind of look similar, but
But they
whatever.
sound
There's
exactly
a
the
lot of
same.
letters. Like in Greek, you got iota, kappa, lamed, but in Hebrew, you got yod, kof or kof, lam, or sorry, lambda is Greek and lamed is Hebrew.
Lamed is the
And you
Hebrew
get a lot
one.
of that parallels, and it's not through the whole alphabet. Greek has 24 and this only has 22, but you just see the similarities. But then when you look at the Phoenician, the ancient Phoenician, yeah, there's similarities like that as well. But it's like, how do you really come to a strong conclusion, dogmatic conclusion, to where one preceded the other? And then there was a genealogy of one coming from the other, as opposed to them being I mean, I think it's unreasonable to say that they independently came about and then a bunch of them mapped up to where they're almost the same. Obviously, there's some genealogy, there's some
So it's
descendants,
actually all connected.
or something. But
So,
to say that
Brett,
this person-
Found the picture of
אתה חושב שעברית בהראשון?
כן, זה מהטאור בבל. אני חושב.
the Cyrillics, how the
כן.
Russian letters look, and they use our shin, and it's actually do the same sound of sh, because they didn't have shin. And this is a nice joke that I found about the Hebrew letters. How to write in Hebrew.
למדתי שהשין בא מהצורה של השין, comes from the shape of your tooth, like the molar.
That's interesting,
The
right?
shin is the shape of our molar,
I never thought about
upside
it.
down.
Let me say this too. Here's one other thing that I concluded when I was studying these languages in Israel is like when they took the Hebrew Bible, 200-300 years, well, about 2,300 years ago, right? Something like that. And they made the
Yeah.
first translation that we know of, which was into Greek, what we call the Greek Septuagint. The only words that were not translated into the target language, into Greek, were names. So all names are mapped using the Greek alphabet to recreate phonetically as best we can the sound of how they pronounce the Hebrew, right? And so do we know exactly like how it's pronounced? No, we don't know exactly, but we have a good idea. But to see how we spelled it in Greek and they have an idea how it's spelled, that's the best indicator of how they pronounced the Hebrew back then.
Wow.
However, the obstacle to that is the limits of the target alphabet, like Greek in this case. What is it capable of producing phonetically? That's going to limit you of how close you can get to the original Hebrew sound. So I just want to say that.
So actually, the Greek are speak more close phonetically to our language better than us, actually.
Well, when you hear the languages, they don't sound anything alike. They're not even spelled alike. However, when you see the
Yeah, I
names,
know. I have a lot of Greek people in
Yeah.
my class here.
Okay,
There
Abraham,
is
Isaac,
a common border
Oh.
between Bulgaria and Greek. So many people from Greek come to study here, and it
Okay.
doesn't sound like Ivrit at all. But
Okay.
I learned some words, but only the curses and bad things that they teach me.
That's usually the way it is, yeah.
Yeah.
בדרך כלל.
עד עכשיו אני לא יודעת את הקורסס בעברית. העברית שלי נקייה מאוד, זה לא טוב.
It's better to keep it clean.
Yeah, כן, זה שפה חדשה.
Right. Okay, who wants to try the second one?
אולי אלנה, זה התור של אלנה.
DJ. Thank you.
No, well, everybody else has done it. It's your turn now.
העברים והרומאים קיבלו את האלף-בית הפיניקי וכתבו בשפתם באותיות פניקיות.
Right.
The Arabs and the Aromanian received the alphabet from the Phoenician and wrote Basaftam,
Their language.
Tam, it's mean their
language
language.
with the signs of Phoenician.
Sofot otam. Yeah.
Sfatam
So
is mean
EJ, answer it.
What?
EJ, answer it. You made me read it. You answer it.
עברים.
You're going to just answer it.
Okay, אני לא בטוחה.
Okay.
I think you're supposed to answer your question, actually. I do number 3.
Okay, so who wants to answer number 2?
I think it's Lo Nahon. Because they didn't write in the Phoenician thing, didn't it? They used their own script.
אבל המכתב הזה אומר שהכל כתוב בפניקי.
Right. And here you can see they say, do you see my arrow when I'm pointing? So they say, הארמים קיבלו את האלף בית הפיניקי וכתבו ארמית באותיות פיניקיות. So they got the letters, the Phoenician letters, and they wrote Aramic with the Phoenician letters. And then they they said that from these letters was born the Arabic and the Hebrew letters as well. Okay.
So נכון, כן?
Right.
השני, yeah.
No, sorry. Yeah, both of them. Ivrim did it here and the Aramim. Yeah, that's right. Then the third one.
Okay, השלישי, הכתב הלטיני נולד מהשימוש של היוונים באלף בית הפניקי.
הפניקי.
The writings of the Greek writings came about from using...
Not the Greek, the Latin.
Latin. The Latin letters came about from using Yevanim, the Greek letters.
Right.
From the Hapaniki.
They said that the Latin letters born from the use of the Greek in the Phoenician alphabet.
אני חושבת שזה נכון, לא?
זה נכון, כן?
Are you sure?
לפי המכתב.
No, it's not the Greek, it's the Romans that invented the Latin.
כן, כן.
באמת?
It's לא נכון. They wrote here, גם היוונים השתמשו באלף בית הפיניקי, like the Greek used the Phoenician alphabet. After years, the Romans had learned it, and this is how was born the Latin letters.
את חכמה מאוד.
It's not me, it's the article.
That's why you're the מורה. ואנחנו הסטודנטים.
Yeah, but I did not write myself this article. The lady that was writing, it's Ada Yardeni, according to what's written here.
אוקיי, סליחה, אני לא מבין בדיוק. So we're saying the difference between what each of those mean, it seems like it's almost the same.
In the article, they said that the Greek used the Phoenician alphabet, and years later, the Romans took it from the Greek. They learned it from the Greek, and this is how was born the Latin letters. And the sentence say that the Latin letters was born from the use of the Greek in the Phoenician alphabet, and it was from the Romans, not
יש הבדל, כן, okay.
Right. Do you want to try to do number 4?
אני?
Yeah.
למה לא? אוקיי. אותיות, זה הכתב?
הכתב, right, הכתב.
זה פועל?
No, it's a noun. כתב is also,
Shemtov.
לכתוב is to write,
Writing.
כתב is also writing.
אוקיי. הכתב,
Writing.
אוקיי. אותיות הכתב העברי של היום ושל הכתב העברי, כן?
העברי,
או זה שם תואר או סמיכות?
no, it's שם תואר.
שם תואר, אוקיי. העברי, העתיק, הן אותו הדבר. Okay. So the letters of the writing, of the Hebrew writing of today and of the writing of the Aramaic, right? Or wait,
Right.
Aramaic?
Not Aramaic, עברי. The
Ancient.
Hebrew letters of today
Okay,
and the
and the
letters
Hebrew
of the ancient
ancient
Hebrew.
Hebrew, yeah. They are the same. The
Is
same
it
thing.
true or false?
לא.
Right,
Mhm.
it is false.
שקר.
That's right, it's
לא
שקר.
אמת. שקר. כן.
That's correct. Okay, last one. Who haven't tried yet?
Yeho.
I think Nicole, you haven't done the sentence,
Mhm.
5.
right?
חמש.
בני אדם ידעו צעיר מחשבות, רעיונות ורגשות. So the people know the drawings from
People
thoughts.
knew how to draw.
Knew how to draw from thoughts, ideas and feelings. לא נכון.
That's right, it's לא נכון. That's
Mhm.
correct. Okay, here there are some more questions, but now it's open question. It's not just a yes/no questions.
Mm.
Who wants to start?
ליאל?
שכחתי מה כתוב שם, אני רוצה לראות עוד פעם.
You mean the text? This?
כן.
I put it also on the chat, so you can always watch the picture.
Mm.
I can also put this on the on the chat, the joke about the Hebrew writing. Oh, I saw you wrote for me. Oh, thank you very much.
בבקשה.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay.
שאלות.
So who wants to start? They're quite short.
ליאל?
מה יש
Yeho.
בלוח? Okay, Julian, you go.
I think this was from my paragraph. It says, "My yes baluach gezer." It was the months and what the farmers did on those months.
The word of Gezer.
אנחנו לא מדברים אנגלית. אנחנו לא מבינים אנגלית.
בלוח גזר, או בלוח הגזר, יש דברים על מה שעושים החקלאיות, חקלאים,
Right.
באיזה חודש.
Correct. Nice. Thank you. Number 2.
Mhm.
Sarah? Or Leah, I think. Or
I
Sarah.
think you always tell everybody.
No, I already did.
I can read it, but I don't know the answer, I don't think. Lama ha'ot aleph b'fenikit hayita tziur shel shur. Oh, well, yeah, I sort of do. Why is the letter aleph in Phoenician was illustrated of a bull? אני חושבת שהם לקחו חפץ טבעי okay, how do you say depict?
How do you say what?
Depict.
הם בחרו.
What to depict otiot? I don't know how to say.
הם בחרו אותיות.
ציור, something from drawing?
I guess to
Order.
show. I could say to show, right? Leharot,
Right?
Leharot, otiyot.
Mm.
But why did they choose specifically bull for the letter Aleph?
Is that near Dome?
Right? And also they said that the word bull in Phoenician language began with Aleph, with the sound of Aleph.
Ah,
That's why.
okay. No, אני פספסתי את זה.
Oh, okay.
I missed that.
So now so that's why we repeat. So now you know. Now you didn't feel it
Okay.
after with missing it.
אני לא יודע אם הטקסט אומר זה, אבל אני חושב שא' אומרת כוח, כן?
In Phoenician language?
I think, because do you guys realize, turn
בגדר קל, כן,
the
זה
capital
נכון,
letter,
בגדר.
English letter A, upside down. Do you
Right.
see
And
that it's
actually, it
actually,
sounds logic because bull is also a very strong animal.
yeah.
Maybe
But
it
you guys
will
realize that a
symbolize
capital
force.
letter in the English alphabet is the same letter. It looks like a bullhead with two horns. Have you know? That's
Right.
what we got.
I
Yeah.
never thought
Yeah,
about
right
it.
there
Yeah.
on Julian's picture in the chat.
Yeah.
I never thought about it, but right.
Yeah.
It's exactly like the picture. That's correct.
So they בדיוק כמו
It's like
יוונית.
this drawing of evolution,
Yeah.
but of letters and not
Yeah,
of
I mean
species.
it's exactly the capital letter in the Greek alphabet. You know, the capital A is what we get in English. So it looks exactly like it.
Yeah, it's really
Chris, I'm having enough problem learning Hebrew. Don't come with other languages now.
Yeah, Sliha. Yeah.
next time in Greek. No.
Yeah, okay. Hey, I will tell you this, like when Julian started, well, I mean, I'm doing it right now, but like in the classes where I'm in Greek and we're all speaking in Greek, if somebody starts speaking English, somebody will start using the words, that's where we get the word in English, barbarian. So we're saying like, oh, you're speaking like a barbarian. What are you doing? And that's the way they treated it in ancient Greek. The culture saw anyone that was not Greek, they were barbarians.
Oh, so they have the
Thank
Greek
you. Thank you for the
civilization.
compliment.
What's that?
I said, thank you for the compliment.
Yeah, right. There you go. Yeah.
So it's actually have the Greek civilization and all the rest barbarians.
Yeah, right, yeah.
They said that the הסלילים של השפה העברית וגם כל השפות של השפות
שמיות?
שמיות, השפות השמיות נשמעות לא טוב. They said that's why they called it that, because they said it didn't sound good.
Because it's much more from the throat. It's not so gentle languages.
Mm.
Yeah, when I just arrived here, people thought that's what I'm speaking is Arabic, actually. They couldn't make the difference between Hebrew and Arabic, and I told them, so I don't make the difference between Bulgarian and Russian. For me, it sounds the same. But there are a lot of words that they are almost the same in both of the languages. For example, the names of the animals, there are a lot of similarities between Hebrew and Arabic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you want to try the third one? I think we almost have no time, so maybe we can continue next. Let's do one more.
Leo, come on, man.
Yeah, Leah. Come on, Leah.
אין לי זמן עכשיו.
Okay, I think our time is almost over, so if you want, we can
פעם הבאה.
finish it with a nice joke that I added here about languages. It's because we have almost no time, so I will read it, but you will translate it. It goes like this. I will make it a bit bigger. I don't know if you're able to see that. This, the orange one. חתול רודף אחרי עכבר וכמעט משיג אותו. העכבר המפוחד נכנס לתוך סדק בקיר והחתול מתחיל לרחרח וכמעט מגיע אליו. לפתע נשמעות נביחות חזקות והחתול נבהל ובורח. העכבר מסתכל מסביב ולא רואה כלב מאחוריו. בתוך הסדק הוא רואה עכבר אחר, הוא שואל את העכבר, אתה עשית את קולות הנביחה? והעכבר השני עונה לו, כן, זה תמיד טוב לדעת עוד שפה.
Okay, lovely. תודה.
Did you get what the meaning of that?
Thank you. Yes.
לא, יותר מהר.
It's two- the cat that was
Hakeem
chasing
Moher.
the mouse.
Moher.
He
I
saw
will
another.
translate
He
it.
saw another mouse.
The cat is chasing the mouse above. Okay, carry
Right.
on. You translate it.
Okay, you translate it, Elena.
No, יותר טוב ממני.
The cat is chasing a mouse, חתול רודף אחרי עכבר, and almost reach it, almost catch it. And the frightened mouse got into a crack in the wall, and the cat started to sniff around and almost get the mouse. And suddenly they are in the background hearing a very strong and loud barkings, and the cat is frightened and escape away. And the mouse is looking around and it doesn't see any dog. You look, and behind him inside the crack, you see another mouse. And he asks him, did you make these voices? And then he said to him, it's always good to know another language.
Very good. Thank you. Lovely
That's
notes to end the lesson.
That's a good joke.
Yeah.
תודה.
להתראות.
בבקשה, so I will let you go because our time is over and see you again next week.
Okay.
אוקיי, תודה רבה.
Thank you.
בבקשה.
Good.
ביי ביי.
Bye bye.